being facetious to a degree. There's me. I'm literally pounding. That's me. 700 shares. That's no share. I think I shorted like a total of 4,000 shares right there. 51.24. So it broke the gap. About an hour later. This is the good thing about the good and bad about having a major day trading background. And it is what it is. What makes sometimes what good makes it bad. Okay. I get in at good entry points. Do I sometimes let my winners not go as much as they should? That's one of my problems. Because when I started 30 years ago, 29 years ago, I buy 40,000 Bell at a clip. I'm serious. They will like that. Okay. And usually I'm known for my timing, but I have bad things too, and I do. I'll point out a couple in a second. I got a couple written down. Is that I usually get some sort of good entry point. And what I meant to say today, let's come back to this. In a tape like today, with the VIX up here, now with the VIX up here popping, obviously there's volatility, okay? So when you put on a position, if it's a winner right away, usually it's with the volatility, usually get some sort of bad fill, or you have some sort of FOMO to a degree, or you just throw something out there. But the faster the tape, coming back to a fundamental, believe me, the last thing you're going to worry about is what to do. Taylor, pointing out to the screen, I was right above all in it. Believe me, still am. Is work with those winners right away when you got something good. You know what I mean? And it happened a little bit to the opposite to me, because when there's volatility, you say, okay, I'll take the money off. And if the market's moving, I'm good enough, or whatever it may be. Usually it's fighting a trend, guilty of saying, okay, it'll come back to me. Sometimes they don't. And here's when it didn't. I'm not in it though. I'm in its baby brother, you. MP. Not to be rhymed with him, Mike V. But my heart's beating. Okay. Couple of things. More things. VIX. You know what it says to me? First of all these fundamentals of all these years come back. Okay, I have no idea what I'm going to do when I literally click off here. Literally, I have no. Believe me, there could be something exogenous, just like something that happened today that caused VIX like this. Do your homework. Coach Dale, I'm sure, has way more articulate things to say than I do. Lighten up. See that? Strange to me. It's money. That's to me like a professional poker player sitting in the back of the corner, and then seeing a bunch of college kids that happen to hit they want to play poker and don't care if they lose like $1 million each. That's what I am right now. Come on in. Nvidia went from being on the watch list of breaking down, from being the strongest. Now in 24 hours, maybe give 48 hours. Now going from now it went from being an animal to everybody saying, watch it, Nvidia doesn't break the 186.50. That's how quick it changed. The parabolic ones, the former MP. And I hope I'm on my screen. Oh no. Yeah, it was. Let's go to a couple of things here, okay? Amazing. How about this AG silver? I woke up this morning, I was down well, stop a minute, hold on. It's down 80, opened up like 80 cents. I'm like, AG silvers? Right here. Majestic silver. The print. I had a lot of it. Totally freaking fucking 24, 28,000 shares. It's fine, but 14.25. It's not close. So it opened up like freaking 60 cents on me. I'm like, really? How am I going to get this back? I got it back now. Would you short it now if you started a position? Probably. I don't know. Another one for Coach Dale. All right. Rare earth metals hanging in there. Let's go to, I hope somebody's on here. Oh, by the way, speaking of Ford, and how about that Ford? That was a good short. Dow Chemical. Okay. I lost $68,000 in Dow Chemical. I would rather lose 100,000 in something like this in Oscar. Oh my God, Oscar. UNH, by the way. If you want to see Oscar, boom, UNH. I have a better chance of being, if I would, I'd rather be down. Look, I thought about what I was saying, but we don't exaggerate, 20%. I'd rather be down 15% in something like Oscar than be down 6% in what, you ask? Well, 60 and change in Dow Chemical. Balls were off the board. I sold I sold freaking 40,000 shares, a block, 40,000 shares of Dow Chemical on a blocker. 22. I'll never get that money back. And I took a $60,000 loss. I'll never get that back. Here it is right here. Hold on. Executions. Right there. There's 14,000, another freaking 7, 8, 10,000, 22. I'll never get that Dow Chemical money back. And it's taking calls. Now it's the wrong type of calls. Now those got to unwind the other way. Now they're going to sell. When they don't work, they don't work. They turn into like a triple ETF. If you know what I mean. Let me point out a couple of things here. They'll get on TGH. I'm going on tangents and trying to be redundant. I apologize. The things are blinking all over the place. It's a but we're cool. Put call ratio, not even close to being wiped out yet. Per the personal. Jane Norm, you're right in there. Mara, I'll show you my. Jane Norm, I'm going to give you a good freaking compliment. Then you'll know that you'll respect that and you know where I'm coming from. You know who you remind me of as a trader? And he did get back to me as well as you should. I appreciate it. And it had to be do with Dow Chemical. Right here. Sunrise Trader. I love this guy. I got a man crush on him. A man trader crush. I said, took an OKE, took a 3% loss. This was yesterday when we communicated. Nice sale, by the way. In oil. Speaking of oils, look at that sale on OKE. He took he sold Target yesterday. Who trades Target? I do. Look at Target. How is this not a 5-star short? Holy smokes. This is a lock. How is Target not a lock here? Year low? Multi-year lows volume? RSI not oversold? The right sector? The only thing that's worrying about me is that it goes maybe the 85 strike price coming into Friday or something. I don't think it's going to snap back. Well, this didn't have investor activism. Oh man, is that a good short? I'm telling you. This whole thing's been, speaking of Dow Chemical, you know what the barometer for me to watch Dow Chemical? Dow Chemical. I'm embarrassed. LYB. That's the best of breed. And I looked at this thing. It's a short that looks like Target. Oh, how is this not a lock? This is margin calls unwinding. Everybody's playing Mara, APLD, NBIS. I get it. I am too. Iron, by the way. You want to see my short? How are we not in all these things? Iron. Oh. Did I make any money back? I'm not making any money back. This is the one that's hurting me. My average price is actually, it's a little higher. 20 and change. I pointed this out, the small one. Oh, fuck you. I'm not doing any more. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. Hard money. Hypocritical. I did have some good trades. What was a good trade? Okay, let's talk. Sienna was the first one to make a move down. Sienna, 166 to 153, I saw. I'm watching this whole group. Sienna, GLW, kind of the Celestica, CLS to a degree. Okay, so I saw Sienna. I laid out like 4,000 GLW. There's Mike V, GLW. 87.50, 87.25. Took some off at 85 and changed the striker. It was a little late, but I made $2.75 on like what? I don't know, 4,000. It was good. It was good enough. That'll make up to the Dow Chemical. Oh. All right, we got the Dow Chemical breaking low. LYB on the list. Aren't real players? Where are my friends telling me these are great shorts? 4,000? You know what works best right now? Scanner. Stocks with 50, stocks approaching their 50-day support. Stocks approaching their 200-day. Stocks pull back with low volume. 3-day down, low volume. 3-day up, low volume. You short cake. Yeah. This is what I think of when I think of cake. Preston, bravo. Add to it. Add to that. You want that position to work? Two things. Add to it, and if you want it to work, don't watch it. Same with this freaking thing. That's what comes to mind. Although cake looks better. I like Cheesecake Factory, but I'm freaking, 5'7", 124 pounds. They have huge portions there. It's a waste for me. I bring home more than I eat. I get it though. Markets don't bottom on a Friday. Isn't that Dale? I'll tell you, Dale. I don't know what was going. You did make an imprint, a difference on me. Whenever I think of fundamentals, at least recently, because I respect somebody on my equal, at least uh, experience. A lot of your fundamentals coming back. Stocks that are heavily mentioned and have high retail buyers right here. That's the menu. For volatility, doesn't mean you got to take it. That's it. This is if this okay. If you when you go to you go to freaking Louisiana, you eat crawfish, right? This is the crawfish menu. This is seafood menu. Right there. This is the locals. You want to go with the locals when you travel? You want to see where the locals know everything? This is the way the locals go. Sound? You mean sound? Mike G? Sound, I'll tell you. Sound? You're talking about sound. Listen, that's clean. You listen, it's a clean trader. But I think sound is more susceptible at this point to market rhetoric in general, maybe sentiment, than actually making sense and being part of the uh, uh, I don't want to say cricket, the moves. Hydrogen stocks. I agree. Let's get to the screen here. I shouldn't be on this whole thing. Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry for cursing. I don't curse in real life, like I'm a character. What does Jeff say when Jeff says, and just watch hydrogen stocks? First things come to mind naturally, fuel cell. Second that comes to mind, the first best of breed comes to mind, if that is the best of breed, I think it is. Uh, then the spec comes to mind, and it's Ballard Power. Whoa, Ballard. All right, I get it. I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to be looking. You're not going to make this type of move in it though. And if you're wrong, first of all, the stocks. Pardon me. There's either two things. All right, you're going to make a nice trade in it. because it's volatile, it's holding some moving averages, still pointing upwards. I get it. I don't think you're gonna make any new break highs unless a couple of things, major binary news, whether short or long term, or it's gonna take time to work itself out. But for now, if it doesn't, you know what this feels like to me, Jeff? This feels like the Lucid trade. Lucid bouncing back. This feels like the Lucid trade. And then it kept going down. I was in it too. I get it. This is all, okay. I don't know why everybody's against this point, man. Okay. The guy's up earlier than me, sharper than me, obviously. Okay. And he's right. I don't know why everybody likes to fade him. It's so horrible. Like anti-Jim, very quick decline, not needed on a Friday. Right? Maybe we're all old. Who's going to step in? Well, everybody's thinking, listen, they're not even looking at the charts, and they're not, the real traders are not looking at hold on, they are, but they're looking at this, the opportunity, not necessarily starting something very heavy here. Let's go to Jesus. Am I doing okay? Somebody tell me I'm doing okay. I need some edification. Target. Here it is. Hold on. Hold on. I'm out. Where's Tony Pistachio? Getting freaking highlighted. Target. Not the sexiest things. I don't. Is it going to pull a type of move like RR? Maybe. When I short 20 freaking thousand of it. Okay, there's something from the Jesus feed. Can't show too much because it's per. By the way, if I would ever, the only one I charge, this is the one. If I were to be on a desert island, I only have one to subscribe to. Wall Street Jesus. Volatility. This okay. So this is important today. It's important every day. Is that let's see how they play into final hour. Okay, rookies trade the open. Players take the risk overnight, and that's the real smart people. Usually, probably not right all the time, but know where the edge is. Bitcoin lows. Let's go to this thing. Let's go to a generic scanner that I keep in here. I hear you, Jeff. Hold on, baby. Percent losers, time frame today, and we only want something. Hold on, percent losers. I'm going to talk out loud because I'm pretty good at this. This is like a quick fire. I want more than at least 2 million shares, especially with this type of day. BG opened down 2, kept going down. CSIQ. It's over for the solars. But one after that's AAOI. Oh, this is one. You know what? I hope these people make their money back. Look at this thing. I've been in it. 20, 49. I hope it goes back, who's ever shorted. I've been there. Get it? NVIDIA, let's pay attention. Pay attention. This is the close. It might not be the cascade of it's all over because the video broke the 10-day. That's it, everybody run. It might take time. It might not work, but this is what they're watching. I'm telling you. Riot bearish flow. Number of stocks below 50 days has been fading for weeks. It has. You don't want to know why you know that, Jeff? I know why. Emerald frog. Green emerald frog. Today's sell-off is insane. I think that's assuming. I know you green emerald frog. I know how you type. It's a pseudonym. What am I looking for? The green emerald frog threw me off. Thanks. Okay. The video. Where's our boy Wujastic driving the whole market up? And then isn't the video. Today's sell-off isn't seen. It's a very generic. That sounds like my nephew Jack or something. You know what didn't work? I didn't take it. Amazon. It's still healthy. You know, Amazon's like a Jeff Norman thing, like a Jane Norman. Own it, don't trade it. All right, we have a big down open, if you will, or even a down open on Monday. Oh, do you buy it? Yeah, sure, it may be good for a trade. But the AMZU, the double ETF, which by the way, Amazon had above them, you'll see. What just that showed it. Green Emerald Frog. Fucking Green Emerald Frog. Hang with me. Coach. Check out my analysis. Key reversal week. The bigger the picture, the better coaches' views are, I believe. Things take time, though, they take time. I get it, man. Get it. Ethereum delivered below 4,000. Okay, as the close there. DOG. You know what I said to myself? I don't even want it on my screen anymore. Don't even want it. What else? It's like, why is Chevron on this Chevron? Those are the real, you know the short is? Maybe you heard of it. Schlumberger. How does that not open down on Monday? I don't care what's going on. Maybe a little juices out of the punch bowl. You get something bad going on. That stock opens down. That stock goes down another 3-4%. I don't know if they're going to squeeze it that badly, but you could do one of those proverbial flip the chart upside down and draw the line when you buy that breakout. I don't know. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It doesn't look good, man. What time is it? We can talk all day. I like listening to Marching Shkreli's. Jeff, I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm respectful. You're an older, if I may. I respect I think you know that. One article I read said the shutdown would end quick if we had wherever you're reading, and I know what type of background I believe is obviously geared towards your liking. I read a lot of articles that said the opposite. I'm being honest. You're reading articles now, and you know what I mean? Come on. Green Hill Frog? How long have it 12? All right. Still intelligent. Jeff, you know what I mean? I read a lot of things. Actually, I don't try to read a lot of things. I would have those type of opinion. Jeff, don't disappear. FUTU. That showed its hand. That was the strongest one this whole. Thank you, Jeff. Gotta fix it. I know what you mean. And I don't mean to placate. I felt obviously close. All right. Anyway. Q2. First, that showed the China hand. Fact. That was the cleanest one the whole way up. Best of breed. Baba. There we go. Let's get to the video thing. ATLD. Rigatoni. How does this let me tell you something. If Oplo is still positive. Here's my money coming back on you. Oh shit. You. 14 U's. There it is. Would you buy it here? No. That's hard money. I'm guilty. I didn't think it got that much. That's good pitching. But come on. Nvidia bearish on the tape. Let's get down to business. Look at the VIX closing very, very strong right now. Very strong. UVIX. Let's look at the triple ETFs with the VIX. If they're above moving averages, that's almost as important as like the Amazon point I made. It's not so much that the VIX is above this 50 blue line 50-day. It's if these triple ETFs go and triggers algos. You know how I feel about that, about those, and they do. Trust me. I didn't make it up. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm trying to pass on the information. Target. I have to do it. That's what all. I can't even think about anything else. Is this a good play? This is as clear as it comes. I'm doing it. Although Walmart was taking calls, I saw. So is Walmart? Look, although Walmart, animal. Does it even matter? They've been bifurcated this whole time anyway. Why should I reverse? Real man reverses in short style chemical. Oh my god. I would have no chance. This is going to 20. I took a loss. Thank God I took that loss. Good loss. Put my ego aside. I'm good at that, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm good at that. Bearish. Going into the close for this one, for the Jesus feed at 330. We'd normally be getting an update on Sharpies. This is where we all get all the positioning. Hedge funds, freaking the wise guys. And that's bearish. That there's no info coming out. Uncertainty. What the market does not like. That's correct. Uncertainty. We're gonna fuck them up here. Where's Tony Pistachio? Yes, I'm 50 years old. Nike. I meant what I said. Triple ETF point I mean is very, very. That's going to save yourself a lot of money with trading these triple ETFs with that. Planetary fair. All noted. One thing I'm good at. I'm a freak at remembering numbers, pivots, and also people's input. I can't remember anybody's name. Good, bullish, Vixen. Don't know it. That's going to unwind. The only thing about Vixen is it's probably going to peak into 415. You really don't want to be trading triple futures overnight. I get it. Well, listen, I get it. Vixen, write it down. I should even get the highlighter. Let's get down to basics. Vixen, no matter what the symbol is. If it was a symbol, would you buy it? Would you be interested? Yeah, I would. Doesn't mean I'm going to take it, but I write it down. I'll learn. All right, let's go. I think I have to take some positions off and reevaluate. Did I cover this? RGTI. Did I get out of any? I'm short of this bastard. Who the hell is buying RGTI now except anybody that's covering it? You kidding me? That's a 3 drive. That's a freaking 9 drive. Ugh. My life? Am I on? It's a special skill. Takes a long time. Anything that's a special skill takes a long time, in my opinion. I'm not that gifted. 35,000. What are we doing here? Rigatoni, I'm about to cover it. This morning was 48. 49.50 ring. Rigatoni. Did I cover it? I'd like to cover some of it so I don't get any. Oh, come on. You're telling me I'm going to miss this thing by a penny and it's going to go back $9? I'm trying to cover what? 2,600, 44.18. Imagine this thing goes back up to 50 and I missed the whole thing by a penny. That would be tragic. Good. The wrong type of calls are coming in. The wrong type of calls are coming in on Hood. But that's at the 140 strike price. You're not going to give it to me. That means if I do, I should cover more. And I'll get out of some of it. This is the whole gauge right now. It's NVIDIA. It's a stock like LIUAMY, by the way. LE. Oh my God, he's out of it. LEU, the former. This was the best of breed. LEU. You want to talk about a reversal candle? A lot of them. High of the day, 422, 370, $50 range. Do the math. Hot hike. Candles, range, volume. Remember, it's a Friday. Lewis called it. Where's the freaking Vixum? Where's LYB? A real man shorts LYB. A real trader shorts LYB. There's something bad going. Listen, this is where the SPY is. Hey, you want to see? Here's my cover on HUT. There's my cover. Covered 48.10. Left 5 in the table. Nice trade. Yeah, Bill. The best way to go, Mike. At least I'm shorting something. You know, I'm not a one-trick pony. I'll just buy it. Hopefully, break high, break to the flag. You know, it's been a little bit easier lately with me pontificating. Oh, it's right through the flag, then another break high. This is easy. You know, at least we can pivot, right? At least I'm shorting something. What's great green frog doing? Everybody's out. All right, let me know. I'll be live here. I'll be posting. Cheers. Thanks to the team behind me. Jose, bravo, kid.